Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're showing you Silver Dollar. We've finally got everything kind of done on it and ready to go to the paint shop.
Yeah, we tried to do the intro in front of the truck. Unfortunately, it is so bright outside. There's no cloud coverage. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. It was just drowning us or the truck out. We just couldn't get the right shot. So unfortunately, just have to look at us for the intro.
But don't worry, the truck's back there.
Yep.
And we're gonna go outside, walk around and show this thing to you. It's coming along, it's super cool. We've done a lot of things, some one-off stuff on the truck. I mean, well, no, I wouldn't say a lot, but we've done a few.
Yeah, there are a couple things that are very unique to the specific build, specifically for us, not necessarily the industry, but like, yeah, there's definitely some really cool one-off things that we got to do to this truck that we hadn't got to do to builds previous.
Yeah, and I don't know if we'll go into it like super detail, but you guys are gonna see it for sure. When the truck's completely done and everything's painted, it will show you guys it even closer in another video. But I think we should just go outside and do a quick walk around, and you gotta get this thing to the paint shop.
Yeah, and while we're at the paint shop, or while I'm at the paint shop, you're not going to the paint shop.
I'm not going to the paint shop.
Got too much to do. So while I'm at the paint shop, I'm gonna give you guys a quick sneak peek and a teaser of some of the things we got going on right now, and then also break some news about the paint shop. You know, as to how originally that was like a, you know, kind of a share-all paint shop with all things Fitzgerald USA, but now it's going to be a specifically dedicated semi-casual paint shop.
Yeah, which we're pretty excited about it.
Like, very excited about that.
We've got so much going on, so many paint jobs to do, so many truck builds, that now we have full control over the schedule on that side of things, which helps us like immensely. Exactly.
We got our very own dedicated paint shop. We're super excited about it. We just took these guys on as employees, and we couldn't be more excited to have them because these guys are great at what they do. All the paint work they've done so far has been pretty tremendous.
No, they're awesome.
So, but anyway, I'll show
you guys. And the stress levels come way down.
Yeah, because you're not wondering like what
day can they get to it?
Yeah, like, you know, which tier or which, you know, position did our job get put in?
Yeah.
And like, you know, where are we on the importance scale? Now we're the most important jobs now.
We're the only jobs, so it works perfect. But we'll run outside. Let's show you the truck, and then time to go to the paint shop and show you stuff. Maybe even a really cool tanker trailer. Shh. All right, let's go. All right, here's the truck. So we'll walk around, show you a little bit of what we've done and where we're at with the truck right now, like we were talking about before. So it's gonna go get all the paintwork stuff done to it. And then once the paint's done, it comes back here and we'll do like our finishing touches, putting some of the stuff in and doing some of the wiring. But right off the bat, we've already put the Roadworks breather chops on there. 12 gauge custom strapless breather kit on there, 3 watermelons in the front. One of the Hero ones in the back, the little mini watermelons. And then up top, we did the 5 roof lights. And so, you know, we did the 3 real tight together and 2 way out. And it'll get a 12 gauge visor. And we'll do paint work on the visor. Over here on this side, what we've done, because we're not putting the exhaust on this right now, just for making it easier on the guys at the paint shop to do the paint work and just not being in the way. So we'll bolt the exhaust back on when it comes in. But what we did is we went ahead and moved the step box there down and forward. That's with the kit from Dynaflex, so it's all in place and everything goes, you know, exactly how you want it. Back here, we've got the deck plate installed. So we're there, and you'll notice back here, there's a big empty hole, and that's because, man, this sounds crazy, but we've got this big 3/8 plate, and that's basically, he's gonna have a detach on this truck sometimes, and that just gives it a good sturdy piece of steel to like hold that little, I call it a kickstand.
Yeah, well, it's a low boy, so like, you know, basically on the back of it, whatever the trailer detaches, it kind of has to set on the truck. And with only the one connection point at the 5th wheel, you basically got to have some landing gear on it. So it comes down, sits on this big thick plate, and that way they can detach, and it like doesn't like, it's not gonna mess with the frame or anything like that.
Yeah. And if you guys are curious about it and you don't know what we're talking about, you can even go back and look at the video we did with Luke and Hater Made, because that shows one of those full action, like doing the whole job. So if you don't know what we're talking about, watch that video and you can kind of see it.
Yeah. That's a good example of it right there. We literally, I remember on the video, it shows where he flipped that little kickstand down to set on the frame.
Yep. And then, so one other thing too, kind of explain with this, man, the sun is freaking crazy right now. Let's see if this works better. Kind of, I'll get under here. So you'll see on the plate, we've actually studded the bottom of the plate. This way, when it's on there, it's nice and clean. You don't see anything. These pieces go into the frame, and that's what attaches it, holds it up in place. Another thing we did here, because we're just gonna load this in the back of the pickup truck and take it. That way the guys at the paint shop don't have to worry about taking it off right now. But you can, this just screws right in. You gotta get, let me see how that goes, like so. But anyway, you can take that out, and then we'll put a nice little Allen head bolt in here after everything's said and done. But if you ever had to service the truck, this is a pretty big piece of 3/8 plate. It wouldn't be a lot of fun to pick up. I mean, I don't want to do it.
I want no part of it.
So essentially what we've done with this is now you can take a forklift and just a little strap right there, and you can pick it right off if you got to work on the underside or inside the frame, which is something I was worried about when we started doing this. Just, how do you make it accessible and something that's a working truck? I want to put some plate on there that if you ever had to get back there makes life like a total pain in the butt to work on. Obviously we did the shift fenders on here, and it's all the shift brackets except for in the back. We made our own set of brackets. We kind of hinted this in a video previously that we were doing a truck like this soon. And this is it. So we built a cross member that goes inside the frame. And it's just those two bolts right here. And then we bent this, it's a S channel bar, and it goes straight across. Everything's using 5/8 bolts. And you can see up here is all pretty thick stuff. All completely sealed up and ready to go. And it keeps everything right behind the center panel and makes everything look nice and clean. Up top, we drilled our holes, so we'll have 2 electric in the back and 2 air up top. And then you'll have your 8 lights in the back, which they're all gonna be the dual revolution truck lights. So they'll be your stop, tail, and turns. But then when you put it in reverse, all 8 lights will light up white, and you'll have plenty of room or plenty of light to see if you're backing everything up. But I mean, this dude's pretty sturdy. You're trying to shake this thing around, it doesn't move at all. Here, hang on. Let's do this. Hold the camera.
I got that.
Okay. So like, they're solid. They're not moving anywhere. That was the biggest thing with doing this hidden mount, was these fenders tend to go down the road and they'll vibrate and shake a bunch. And so over time that causes issues with things cracking, breaking, and the more solid this deal is, obviously the better it is. And he's gonna have a detach. I imagine there might be some off-road stuff there. So this should be plenty sturdy. I'll show you another thing too. Under here, we built another bracket right off of this plate holding on the center panel. This is an Iowa custom center panel, by the way. And so that'll help keep this thing as super sturdy. It's not moving whatsoever.
Thing's not going nowhere.
And then right here, one of the other things we did, you can see where the cross member is. We've got a second piece of steel, and we actually modified this deal so it sits up, and that right here you've got a higher gap, and that's, if you look right down the edge, that'll help that 3/8 plate sit on there and be more flush with this guy. It also offers more support for this. Look a lot cleaner when it's all said and done. And then, yeah, the paint shop's got a lot to take off, and we're painting the frame, painting the deck plate. We've got a Iowa Customs deal going back here with 4 lights in it for the shock box cover.
It's just an Iowa Customs deal.
This is the Iowa Customs deal.
Full shock box cover.
And 12 gauge cabin sleeper panels, and those all get painted, and underglow lights in them. We'll be switching out the boxes. It'll get smooth boxes from 12 gauge on it as well, and 7-inch stacks. It's gonna look super sharp. Biggest thing now is just getting it up to there.
Yeah, so now we got to get it to Jamestown so they can paint it and do all the paint work, and then we can get it back to here and get the final assembly going.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna stay here and work on stuff.
You should, because there's a lot to work on.
I'm gonna let Tommy's gonna run up and get it knocked out, and me and Shocker can go back in here. We got a lot to do, so yeah. Also in this crossmember deal, like, it's pretty neat because it's a complete bolt-in setup. So if a guy's got to take stuff off this truck, that crossmember is not really a hindrance in doing so. There's nothing that's welded it, keeping it in place like permanently. It definitely bolts in. Tommy's gonna pull forward, and then I'm gonna grab the forklift real quick, and we're gonna load this in the bed of his truck for him.
I mean, you rubbed it a little bit. Made it to the paint shop here. Gonna get this truck pulled in and see what all these guys got going on. Give them the quick rundown on what this truck needs. Looks like they're clearing a spot out for me over there. Over by the rear end of the truck. All right, so me and Jesse made it up to the paint shop, and we've got the gray truck dropped off. They're getting ready to get started on that, and so we're gonna walk around. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek at this project, very, very quick sneak peek, and then we're gonna go in the booth. Billy's got a couple of trucks being worked on here. He's got one truck in the booth getting a spray job or getting a stripe job, and then we got some more trucks back there in the storage area that are getting ready to get worked on too. So I'm gonna take you guys for a walk around, show you some of the cool stuff we got going on here. So, what's in there, Jesse?
There's a big blue truck in there.
Yeah. Looks like it's got some red on the side of it. Let's go in there. They sprayed it a couple hours ago, so it should be dry enough to open the doors, or open the door to the paint booth. So, you can see the base layer of the stripe taking place. Got the truck all wrapped up and baggied up.
They're a lot better than this than I would be.
Yeah. It's like they take a lot of time to get that this thing all wrapped up. Yeah, it looks like the paint laid on real nice. These guys do a fantastic job here. So I'm pretty excited about it. Like I said, you can see it kind of take place there. Or taking shape. Looks good.
Smells good.
All right. I'm sure the one project you guys are all most excited about would be this guy right here. This is the tank being pulled behind Project Legendary. Got everything painted to match, all the little tiny bits and pieces of it. And like Project Legendary, this thing is legendary red. Get right up here in it, you can see it really good. Camera doesn't do this justice. You get this thing out in the sunlight, it is really gonna pop. All the black on this has been done in legendary black. You can see all that sparkle on the top caps there. This trailer is going to be something to behold when it gets it outside, gets it all done. I mean, just the detail in the paintwork here. It's like I said, these guys have absolutely killed it. All the way down in the welds, real deep. Man. What do you think, Jesse?
Can't wait to see it outside. I just want to see it outside. This thing's gonna shine like a diamond.
Yeah, that's it's black. The black up on top, that's still legendary. We got to get it outside to where it's like, you know, just to where the sun sets it off. But this is the sneak peek that we promised you guys. We don't want to give away too much. There's still quite a bit to be done to this trailer. And then I'll show you some more parts we got for it down here. Wait, do it again. Want to see it? Do it again. Do it again. Yeah, all right.
I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is wild.
I had to get a little closer, but it's starting to show it. Man, I can't wait to get this thing outside.
This is definitely the red you pay the extra nickel for. You know?
All right. So we are going to walk over here. All right, so along with the truck in the booth, which is Billy's, he also bought these two green trucks from us. This one here is actually a Viper green. That one over there is called a Spectramaster green. He decided he's gonna go ahead and get some stripes put on these. I'm excited to see his reaction on this particular truck. It's a little dark over here. Probably should have turned the lights on for you guys, but this one's a Viper green. That one is, like I said, Spectramaster. Billy doesn't have one of these in his fleet yet, so I'm pretty excited to see his reactions once we get this thing all said and done. So we'll give you guys an update on that one. But the cool parts over here, this is the tubes that go on the side of the fuel tanker for Project Legendary. You got a flashlight again?
Got you.
Oh yeah. Legendary black going on top of that legendary red. We got some more tubes over here. The little cross tube that goes underneath the bottom. Got that all sprayed up in legendary red. The tubes that go around the bottom all the way across there. This is that cross tube I was mentioning. Yeah. All shiny. Man, that thing is going to definitely be something to look at when it's done. All right, guys, that's it for this episode. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave your comments, let us know what you think. Hope you guys are excited about the paint shop like we are. I think it's freaking awesome. Yeah, no, it's definitely gonna make things a lot smoother, a lot quicker now. Like I said, you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, find us on Instagram at Semi-Casual Show. Also check out some of this really cool semi-casual swag we have on the internet. It's semicasualshow.com. Click on the merchandise tab, and then, I guess we'll just see you next time, right?
There you go.
See you guys.